Hi folks, it's Robin Clayton and I want to welcome you back to my channel, Zodicatthefarm, where I create these gorgeous garden glass flowers and more. So today we're going to be working on this three-piece white iris. So I hope that you will stay with me because I'm going to give you my tips from A to Z on how to make this gorgeous three-piece garden glass flower called the one and only white iris. Okay, stay with me. All right, so now we're going to move on to the cutting stage of this particular video. All right, see you soon. Okay, folks, so here we are at the cutting stage of this particular piece. I'm going to be cutting this particular orb, and I've marked the center right there. I'm going to sit it right here in my stabilizer. I've got a larger drill bit that I'm going to be using for this particular piece so that my toggle bolt can fit nicely in there. I've got my water, got my gloves, and I've got my protective eyewear, and hopefully I actually arranged my shelving up here so that hopefully you can have a better view of what it's been like in the past. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of water right down here on this, and I may have to lift this up just a little bit. That just gives me a little bit more torque. Let me make sure that's lined up again properly. And I have a step stool that I get on top of when I'm using my drill press because I'm a little short. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to turn my on button. Here we go. This is just one of those little things that you've just got to have to deal with when working with the glass. Okay, let me just get this water away. Okay, just clean this up a little bit. This came right out. And my orb is all right. Everything's fine. It's just a little wet because it got stuck on that bit. Okay, so here we go. There is the end result. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next piece. Wow, that was a little eventful. That was good though. I'm glad things like that happen when I'm filming because it gives you the opportunity to see that it's not always as easy as everybody thinks it is. Okay, let me get the next piece. Okay, we're going to put a smaller drill bit in here. And I'm going to tighten it up with my chuck, rather. Make sure you tighten up each and every end correctly so that it lines up straight. Okay. All right, so I think we're ready to go with this piece. Put a little bit of water there. I am just going to go just a little bit left of that centerpiece right there. And here we go. out. Okay, and hopefully you can see that it went straight through. All right, now we're going to start on our next and final piece, and then we will move to assembly. Okay, this is a large Murano that I'm going to be cutting, and so I'm going to already see that this is going to have to be lowered no matter what. I want to use my stabilizer if I can, simply because of the beautifulness. I want to see the size of this, if I can actually cut here, and I think I can, which is really great. So let me see how far I need to come down. Okay, so I can cut right there. That's perfect. Okay, I'm moving the stabilizer right underneath there. Right there's where I need to be. Okay, put a little bit of water. And here we go. That was the biggest piece and the easiest one to cut. Amazing. All right, so there we go, straight through. It's perfectly done. All right, so now that we have completed all of these 3 pieces, we are now going to move to the items that you're going to need to complete this project, as well as working on assembly of this particular piece. All right, see you in a bit. So I want to welcome you back to the assembly stage of this particular white iris. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that camera down so you can see how I assembled this beautiful piece. Okay, so here we are with the assembly of this particular white iris, and I'm just going to go through a list of items that I have here for the assembly portion of this. So I've got all of my pieces are cut and ready to go. I've cleaned them off already. I've got my toggle bolt that I'm going to be using. I've got my standard mounting hook. I've got washers. I've got my cordless screwdriver, and I've got my standard screwdriver. All right, so these are the items that we're going to be using for assembly. If you want a complete list of items that you're going to need to complete this entire project, it's always listed in the description box below. All right, so we have everything that we're going to need to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and separate everything out, and I'm going to start with my flour. I'm going to go ahead and put a washer straight behind there. I'm going to take my toggle bolt. I'm going to push that straight through just like that. I'm going to take my piece, my supporting piece, which is this beautiful flower, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that right there just like that. All right, then I'm going to turn it over on its side just like this. And I'm going to take another washer and place that washer right there. Then I am going to take my next flower piece, and I'm going to go ahead and place that right there. And then take another washer and put that washer right there. I'm going to go ahead and take my toggle bolt and go ahead and start to screw this down. And I'm holding the other side with my other hand. Hardest part is getting this started, in my humble opinion. All right, so we're just going to push that down just like that, not too far. And then I'm going to come back with my orb, and I'm going to push that orb in just like that. Okay, so I know it's taken because when I pull it back, I can see the wings, and I can feel the wings tug at that toggle. I'm going to carefully turn it over on its side. I'm going to grab my screwdriver, and I'm going to hold the orb on the back side and proceed to tighten. Okay. And let me just turn it over, make sure I'm good, and I am good. And then I'm going to follow back up with my other piece. Okay. All right, and here we go. All right, let me show it to you. There it is. This is a 3-piece ensemble. I've left the Murano tag on here. All right, I just think the integrity of the piece should be retained. So yeah, here's the 3 pieces. I've got the Murano. I've got this particular white. There's an opalescence to it, and then I've got this multicolored orb here in the middle to finish it off. And then let me turn it to the back, and you can see what it looks like with the flower on it. And then I'll turn it to the right so you can see it there. Doesn't that look amazing? I think that looks so beautiful. All right, so now that we have finished the assembly of this particular piece, I'm going to go ahead and bring that camera back up so I can show you this on an external stand as well as an internal stand. Stay with me. Okay, here is just a standard stand, and I'm going to take my stand and go ahead and put that flower right there on top, just like that. So it sits just beautifully on this stand. So yeah, this is called the White Iris, and it's a beautiful piece. It would be a beautiful wedding gift. All right, let me turn it to the rear so you can see what it looks like on the stand. Okay, and you can also put it through the centerpiece if you wanted. Just like that, and it'll sit there just fine. Yeah, isn't that just gorgeous? I mean, I just love this piece so much. And this is a solid Murano piece, so the you know, the color on this will always remain. Isn't that just lovely? All right, let me show you what this looks like on an external stand. Stay with me. I'm just going to use white since everything is white. So I'm just going to take my stand. I've got a chair cover here, and I'm just going to push this down straight in, just like that. And there it is on the stand. Doesn't that look stunning on the stand? You sway it, there's no sway. I love this piece so much. I think it's so beautiful. I hope you all would agree. It looks amazing. So if you have any questions with regards to this particular piece, you can email me at my website at www.zodicatthefarm.com. If you're interested in purchasing this piece, you can also find it on my website at www.zodicatthefarm.com. I hope you have a blessed week and a blessed weekend, and I hope to see you next time here at Zodicathe at the Farm. Many blessings sent your way. Take care. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button so that these particular videos get out to others who are interested in learning how to make their own garden glass flowers. All right, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.